Right, Forest fans, Max Newton here on Talk Forest TV. Hit those like, comments and subscribes. Giving you a quick preview of Nottingham Forest away at Bournemouth in the Windy City at the Vitality Matchstick Stadium on the south coast. Can't remember the last time we won there. Actually, I kind of think it was a Limouchi side, but real bogey team for us in the Premier League and also in the Championship. Although we were robbed in that promotion game, 4 or 5 years ago. Really difficult game also because Bournemouth are just playing really, really well. They're scoring lots of goals. They play really dynamic football, lots of interchanges, lots of moving around a position, fast wingers, fast transitions of the ball. And obviously we got humped there through the season. So yeah, a really difficult place to go. But I feel so much more confident going there with Sean Dyche as the manager and Warren and Stone and the backroom staff than I would have been under Postecoglou. Under Postecoglou, you'd be laying all your money on 3-0 defeat at worst. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how he sets up. Will he set up to try and smother them? To try and low block, defensive, maybe go man for man. It'd be interesting. But I'd have much more faith in Sean Dyche having a plan to come up against the type of football that Bournemouth play than I would Postecoglou. Danger men for Bournemouth. I mean, Semenyo's in everybody's fancy team, scoring bucket loads of points. Obviously, Kluivert. I like Tavernier. And their fullbacks, I think, bombing forward, up and down, to coin a phrase. Really dangerous to score a lot of goals, but equally they're not watertight at the back, especially after they sold the centre half to Madrid or Barcelona, who was a real solid, good defender, but he brought the ball out so well. And I don't think they've quite caused us a lot of problems last time we played them, and I don't think they quite have somebody that can do that this time. So that's good. As for the Forest side, I mean, the side that played against Porto, you think that's probably our best side, and that's a normal side and a normal formation that you'd expect a normal manager to put out, not the nonsense that Postecoglou was putting out. I think Sean Dyche doesn't want to change it, doesn't like changing the side a lot, so I'd expect to see probably pretty similar. I think Douglas Luiz was excellent against Porto, in that deep line role, and having the wingers gives us out balls and gives us a criminal that Postecoglou wasn't playing Callum Hudson-Odoi, because he just gets us up the pitch, keeps hold of the ball, gets us up the pitch, gets us into dangerous areas. I think Ndoi had a good game against Porto as well, especially in the second half. He got over the pitch really well. Perhaps doesn't have quite the composure and time on the ball as Hudson-Odoi does, but he really got into the game and carried the ball up a lot and started to show his strength on and off the ball a lot more than perhaps he has done so far this season. And I think that was another thing from the Dyche side, is his players using their strength and their physicality, and also quite a lot of encouraging the crowd to get behind him, after a tackle or after a clearance. So that was really good to see as well. So I'd expect us to probably play, I think, Zinchenko. I've not been a fan of Zinchenko at all since he's been with us. I think Savona did excellently when he came on. So I'd go the back four that finished the game. So Milenkovic, Murillo, Savona and Nico Williams. I'd go Callum Hudson-Odoi, Dan Ndoi. If fit, Douglas Luiz, Elliot Anderson, Morgan Gibbs-White, Igor Jesus. It feels like that's the starting lineup. Be interesting to see who's on the bench. I'd really like to see Hutchinson on the bench. If Chris Wood's not fit, then Callum Mwende. And some of those quality players that we bought, needs to be in the matchday squad. So I am going to go for an entertaining 2-2 draw, with Forest twice fighting back and getting perhaps a late equaliser, and hopefully a safe trip there and a safe trip back for all the travelling fans. They're a funny old lot, the Bournemouth fans, so stay safe. Come on, you Reds.